Marvel's Fantastic Four: First Steps ended up being a pleasant surprise and a great movie to close out the summer blockbuster season. Honestly, I wasn't that excited going in. This current phase of Marvel has been less than mid, but the biggest complaint I walked away with is that I didn't get more of it.
Hey, what time is it? Say the thing.
That's not really something I say.
It's clobbering time!
This version of the Fantastic Four takes place in another universe, and right away the tone feels refreshing. The usual Marvel style, quippy humor, gone. Cameos shoved in just to remind you you're watching the MCU, gone. The side character who randomly shows up, saves the day, and gets their own spin-off, gone. And while I do enjoy a connected universe, it's refreshing to see something stand on its own. With all the Marvel tropes stripped away, I was finally allowed to feel what the movie wanted me to feel. Everything stayed consistent, and it never felt like the film was trying to win me over with gimmicks. Honestly, if the biggest problem is wanting more and not so much the movie itself, that's pretty freaking good.
I herald his beginning. I herald your end.
That desire for more comes from the fact that this is a very plot-driven movie. It moves at a steady pace from one problem to the next, and while the editing, probably due to the reshoots, makes the passage of time feel a bit off, the skeleton, the plot, is strong and well structured. But story, that's where I needed more. Plot is what happens, story is how it feels, and this film often sacrifices character depth for momentum. We get glimpses. Sue and the Silver Surfer mirror the sacrifices a mother will make. Reed struggles to find solutions. Johnny uses empathy instead of aggression, but it's all surface level. We don't get enough time to sit with these characters and marinate, see their motivations unfold, or feel their internal growth. Instead of character flaws getting in the way, it's the plot that keeps them from reaching their goals. Take the second act. When the Fantastic Four heads into space, it's my favorite part of the movie, but our team feels nerfed. They're in enemy territory, outgunned, outmatched, and forced to lose. Not because of who they are, but because of the script. Then in the third act, the situation flips. Now it's Galactus who's nerfed, while the Fantastic Four gets home field advantage and prep time. And look, I love a good prep time win, but great story has the hero overcome themselves before they overcome the villain. Here, the plot is too much of a crutch.
Wow, folks, we all know the story. 4 brave astronauts head up into space.
Reading through Fantastic Four comics, I realized how weird this team must be to write. They deal in anomalies. They're not soldiers or rebels, they're a family, and while that's central to who they are, it's never quite felt like a strong theme the way the X-Men represent discrimination. That changed for me with Jonathan Hickman's 1998 Fantastic Four, which I think this movie pulls a lot from. His theme was simple but powerful, doing what is right versus what is easy. And that's what works here. Sue could have given up her child. Instead, she stood firm, even against those who didn't share her ideals. Reed could have kept working in his lab, searching for every possible answer, but he let go. He trusted in his team and stepped into the unknown. Johnny, all firepower and chaos, chose to listen to his enemy, and in doing so, he found empathy that brought warmth to a cold situation. Ben, well, I think he got cut from the final version. Scenes from the trailer didn't make it to the movie, which sucks because I like Ben, but he still came off rock solid and a grounded guy, pun intended. The film shows us characters struggling between who they are and who they should be. And even though the plot sometimes overshadows the story, these characters are what humanity can aspire to be. That's why Fantastic Four: First Steps gets a solid 8 out of 10 from me. Until next time, play nice.